If you are a car enthusiast, you might look at specific features in cars for them to be fun and spectacular, like high-performance figure, a cool design, or just the fact that the car drives in manual, which gives you the feeling of driving in a live machine on wheels that totally rely on your handling of that gearbox and driving skills. In today's video, we will come across the top 5 most powerful manual transmission cars ever produced. Keep in mind that in our list we will mention only straight out of the factory bone stock cars, so no 1000 plus horsepower crazy modified vehicles will be mentioned in this video. Alright guys, enough yapping and let's get into it. Number 5. The 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. The Corvette C8 is an amazing machine. Even the base model is capable of a crazy speed acceleration, but no factory mid-engine Corvette is available with a manual transmission beyond something entirely custom. That honor belongs to the C7, and in the ZR1 trim it was an absolute hooligan. Being a run-out model meant that GM company pulled out all the stops and fitted it with a supercharged V8 engine that offers 755 horsepower and 715 pound-feet of torque. With a 7-speed manual transmission, it does 0 to 60 just in 2.85 seconds. With those figures, we can all agree that the C7 ZR1 is truly one of the last best manual American cars to drive and enjoy while doing so in our modern days. Number 4. The 2020 Aston Martin Victor. The 2020 Aston Martin Victor was a one-off commission for an obviously very wealthy client. It is based on the Vulcan N177 hypercar, but with more power, custom bodywork, and a 6-speed manual transmission with a 7.3-liter V12 engine offering 836 horsepower and 605 pound-feet of torque that does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. The gearbox itself is a modified version of the single-clutch automated manual system used on the 177. So we could say that Aston Martin didn't bother with claiming performance figures here, but we are sure it is more than enough to be in the 4th place in our list. Number 3. The 2020 Pagani Utopia. Mention the name Pagani, and most people will think of the Zonda. This road-bound jet fighter stayed in production for 20 years and was available with a manual transmission. But the recently announced Utopia takes the cake when it comes to the most powerful manual model that Pagani has ever created, thanks to a massive twin-turbo V12 engine that pushes out 864 horsepower and 811 pound-feet of torque and does 0 to 60 in just 3.0 seconds with a 7-speed manual transmission. Well, I guess that the Utopia is a real manual transmission legend car for those extreme performance numbers. Don't you agree? Number 2. The 2020 Koenigsegg CC850. The 2020 Koenigsegg CC850 is a modern hypercar that draws inspiration from the first Koenigsegg CC8S. Like every Koenigsegg, it comes packed with bewildering tech and 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8 offering 1,385 horsepower and 1,020 pound-feet of torque, and this Swedish beast does 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. The CC850 has an Engage Shift System S, which allows the transmission to be both a 9-speed auto and a 6-speed manual at the same time. So it is safe to say that this revolutionary system may just pave the way for more manuals in hypercars and supercars in the future. Before announcing the winner of the first place, here are some honorable mentions. The 2010 Murcielago LP670-4SV that comes with 6-speed manual and with a 6.5-liter V12 engine that offers 661 horsepower and 487 pound-feet of torque and does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. We can mention also the 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat that comes with a 6-speed manual and with a 6.2-liter V8 supercharged engine that offers 717 horsepower and 656 pound-feet of torque and does 0 to 60 in just 3.6 seconds. Number 1. The 2016 Hennessy Venom GT Spider. Hennessy has been tuning, modifying, and upgrading sports cars and trucks for decades. The Venom GT is much more than a modded supercar, though it is a completely redesigned vehicle that uses a Lotus Exige/Elise chassis as its base. At the heart of the Venom GT sits a twin-turbo 7.0-liter LS7 V8 engine mated to a 6-speed manual transmission borrowed from the 2004 Ford GT, offering 1,451 horsepower and 1,287 pound-feet of torque, doing 0 to 60 in just less than 2.4 seconds. In 2016, the Spider version was introduced with even more power and torque than the hardtop version. Both have set several speed and acceleration records for road-legal cars over the years. Knowing Hennessy, this is unlikely to be their last manual transmission hypercar. Personally, I am very excited for their crazy cars in the future. And with that being said, I guess that we reached the end of our video. Don't forget to type in comments section below which one of these cars is your favorite. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click subscribe and like for more similar content. Peace out.